Welcome to Trading Lounge and the gold and silver report for the 5th of February, and we'll look at gold and silver, starting with gold here on the daily chart. So we've been looking at this in a couple of different ways, as you know. We've been looking at it as the A wave, the B wave, and then we can look at it down here as it could finish in three waves as an A and a B and a C wave here, and finish in this space here, finishing in three waves, or it can finish in five waves down here. So this would be 1 and 2 here, and coming down for 3 here and 4 here and 5 here. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to end in 3 waves or 5 waves. We are seeing the US dollar move to the upside now, bouncing a bit of nice support on 90. We should have a quick look at that. Let me just check here for a moment. So we've either got the low in here for the dollar at the moment, and we're going to be moving up from that point, or we've got this moving up as an A and a B and a C here, moving up a little bit further here. But let me just, I don't have that count on here, but I've got this here. So we can just see that if we look at it, I don't have it counted, but if we look at it, well, coming back here a little bit, this is just a daily chart, so we can look at this here in 5 waves here, down here, and then a B wave over here, and then a C wave down through to here. Okay, so in this C wave we should be looking for 5 waves, so we can look at 1 ABC for 2 here, and then we could look at all of this as the 3rd wave here, and the 4th wave here, and the 5th wave moving down. So one of the things here, this all looks like, I suppose we could have the 3rd wave as 1 and 2 here, and then all the way down for 3, 4 and 5 finishing here. Or we have this as 1 and 2 here, and all of this is the 3rd wave. Now if that's the case, then this wave 2 high here down to wave 3 here, that's the 38.2% retracement level, and it's moving above that now. So we could allow it to go to 50, but let's just say that if it moved to the 2 here, the 92, then would almost be overlapping this wave 1 here for this. So that would be a problem at that point. So if this moves up through to here, which it probably will, then we've got to call a low in here for this, and then we can start looking higher in this case. Okay, but I'll get all this labeled, and we'll start tracking a little bit now because of gold moving down. So with gold here, I'll just clean this up a little bit here. It's just now that we're working with this. So, well, we can look at this as wave 1 here and 2 here, or an A and a B and a C. So that means we'd look for wave 3. Wave 3 here, well, if it's going to be wave C here, then we'd expect wave C to be roughly the same length. If it was going to be wave 3, we might drop through the trend line through here. So we're either going to come down and move up, or we'll come down as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and finish off here. So that's kind of what we're looking at now, to shape that up a little bit better for that. So it's just something that we need to work through at that point. So let's move in here. Not sure what I've done. Here we'll just have a look. Okay, so this is probably 1 degree smaller. Just what I've done on the 8-hour chart. Nothing. I'll just stay with this for a moment. So this is just 1 degree smaller. So we need to look at this as wave 1 here. We're looking at this as the A, B and C here. The wave C never really pulled up very high, did it? So that was a bit of a thing. So now we need to look at this here. If this was wave 1 here, or wave A, then we would expect the market to be roughly the same down here in this space for wave C or wave 3 here. So that kind of takes us down to the 1700 area. So the market needs to deal with the 1800. 8's what I call a minor level, and it's important. And this is probably group 2 here. 7. This will all play this a bit where you get 72, especially when you get 272 or 772. They just hold more support. So that's part of or part of group 2 there. So it's still got to get through all of this. So there'll be a bit of a battle for all of that before it drops again for that. But what we're trying to figure out is that we do have an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave down to here, and then we move off. Or do we have wave 3, 4, and 5? That's what we've got to figure out. So our job really is to start counting this move down through here. Okay, that's really about it. See what I've got on the 4-hour chart. This is just 1 degree higher, so that brings us in as our A, B, and C wave for wave Y here, or we have the 5 waves down. So it's just a different degree of structure. I still got to get that sorted out. Sorry about that. We're just drilling in. We're not worried about if this should be a blue wave B or an orange wave B at this stage. It doesn't really sort of matter at this stage. Yeah, I haven't included this move down here in the count, and I think that we may have to, so I might just head off to, and that'll be 1, 2, 3 here. We'll still bring that down here. That will be down here, and that will be down here further for that. So that's not much chop to us. That's the hourly chart. I'll just see what I've done on the tick chart. Sorry about that. Let me just bring in some data here. Okay, well, we can work with this. Okay, so I've got this as in blue here, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down through to here. Okay, so we need to look at it as wave B or wave 2. It doesn't matter if it should be an orange B or orange 2. It doesn't really matter at this stage. But the A wave and the B wave here, and then we were looking for the C wave to move up here. So, I guess I've got to take it from this high here for that. So that's what we'll do, just as a starting point now. It just didn't finish off really nicely, but it was the high, so I need to respect that. And that will need to be labelled a little bit differently there, but we're looking at it as wave B or 2. So we need to look at this as 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 here, and then the third. I think that's the third wave finished there. I'm not sure. Let me just check. If I take the middle here, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's one leg here. And then so it means I could take that leg as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that's that leg. Let me just pin that down to there. Down to there. That would leave this wave as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that could be wave 3 to that point. That could be wave 4 here. That should give us a bit of a rally into, I can see that it's corrective, because I just see it's corrective, but that's way up there at that point. Will it get up there to there? I don't know. But anyway, a bit of a dance across that 18 is what we should be seeing. Okay, so I'll leave it at wave 4, and then we've got wave 5 to move down. So from where I'll put that there. It may not get. It may just get to the 18. It still looks like it's got further to go down here. It doesn't look. I mean, I can count this as being finished, but it doesn't look like it's finished. This looks like third wave kind of price activity. But anyway, I'll always take the conservative view first, so that's what I'll do. Either way, it's still down, so we can look at this And we just got to be a little bit mindful here too, because commodities tend to extend in the fifth wave rather than the third wave. So we can see that in the fifth wave here. So this fourth to fifth here, we may see that extend down once the 18 has been rejected. So we'll just be a little bit careful about that. But I'll put that there. There should be some consolidation in group 2 here, 65, 72 and 80, and that consolidation will make the resistance for this particular wave 4. And then we need to move down to wave 5 here of C or wave 3. And if it's wave 3, well, then we'll have wave 4, which will pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree or thereabouts. So this is the part that, this is all pretty simple, but this one here is going to be, we need to work through that. There's a job on that one. So we need to work through that for that. But that's it, folks. It's broken lower. It will toy with the 18. It'll find that as resistance and then drop lower. As I mentioned, we've got group 2 here. It's just subgroup 2, but 65, 72 and 80. So that will play out a bit of support. And the next level down after that is 5, the midpoint. And then we've got 3, 2 and 1. And then we've got the 1700 here, which will be... we'll get to that later, but anyway, that's that. So that's where gold is at the moment. Now that it's made a move, we can see that. It's all good. Okay, I'm just going to save that. We're just going to have a look at gold, silver rather. So... just want to go back to the beginning here a little bit. So I was counting up here as 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2, and then we had a nice third wave up here, and fourth wave and fifth wave up here for the third wave. So I've got three waves up there. Maybe I need to go back and check all that. But what haunts me a little bit is a couple of things here, is that even if I've made a mistake and we call this wave 1 up here, and then all of this is wave 2 here, well then I can't see that being a wave 2 now, because we've made a new high above this one here. Then it can't be a wave 2, because that means it would have to be, if we do come down here further, then that's going to be an expanded flat correction. So that means we just take out the top here and we just take out the bottom here. So we'll be down closer to the $20 mark here. This is a CFD product. So it breaks it up into 2,000 and 3,000, but basically $20, $25 and $30. So same. So the other thing I was thinking of, if this is 3 waves up here, this is starting to get too big even for a 4th wave here, right? So I'm thinking that this would be against everybody's thinking, and perhaps I'm wrong, but I'm thinking that we could actually end up having an A wave here, a B wave here, and then a C wave up here, and then crashing at that point. Or even having a larger A, then this ABC here becomes a big A wave, and then we have a big B wave here, and then a C wave up. So anyway, it's just sort of throwing things around a little bit. I know that everybody wants silver to go to Mars, or the moon somewhere. Yeah, so this correction here is getting rather too large to be this wave 4. I can't see it being wave 1 up here and having this high here being wave 2 here. We're having a wave 2 here, so that doesn't work. So the best fit really is an A wave and a B wave here. Now, is it still possible that this market can just continue up here? Yeah, I can see that, and we're going to have a look at that as well. So it's possible that that can still just continue to the upside here. So we can't ignore that, but we also can't ignore what gold's doing and moving down lower through here as well. So we'll just play with two structures here. But if that trend line's broken, then it's definitely down at that point. So today we're going to have a look at a move down and also a move to the upside. Now, you probably have an opinion about which one will be correct, and that's okay, but I think this is why I do the videos, just to explore things, and folks can gather ideas. It's just about ideas, really, that's all. Yeah, technically speaking, this move up through here, I've labeled it as an A wave and a B wave and a C wave, but that's not true until this low here is taken out. When that low is taken out, that confirms that it is an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave, or WXY, or some sort of corrective pattern, right? While that stays in place there, we could look at this as wave 1 and 2, and then wave 1 and 2 of a smaller degree, and then going up into a third wave, fourth wave, and fifth wave, and continuing to the upside. Then that wave 4 there would play in over here. So we could have a look at that. I think I've got it, maybe, not sure what I've done. Okay, here it is. We've had it here before. And let me just get that date in there. So it's probably not the case, but we can't exclude it just yet, but it's probably not the case. But anyway, wave 4 to this point as an A and a B and a C wave, and then wave 1 and 2, and then wave 1 and 2 here, and then moving up from that point there. We should be moving up anyway. We can kind of see, even with the indicators, that we see this indicator here, just the basic stochastics, is way down on its low here. So we should get a rally here anyway. Is it going to be bullish or just corrective? That's the point that we also need to work out. Yeah, so we can have a look at this move down through here. But it's possible to have this as wave 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. It's a long shot. I mean, more than likely we would see a move up in terms of a 50-60% retracement level. Probably not that high. I mean, we're looking at gold to move back up a little bit. So we could probably, I mean, at this stage, we could say that if the market found this top here at 61.8% as the support, then that would give a bullish case for there. The other way we can find a bullish case too is if to that 61.8% mark here, if we've got 5 waves to there, just saying, then that would be bullish because we would have 3 waves back and then a move up. But if we only get 3 waves up here, and it may not even sort of get to the box, then that would be bearish at that point. So is this move down here 5 waves or is it 3 waves? That would be the question that we need to ask. If it's 5 waves here, then we're going to have a 3-wave rally and then we'll move down again, which would be in line with gold under that circumstance. And we may not even get to the 50-60% mark. We may just get to the 40% mark. Once again, this level here, the 800, would be the important point there. That's the minor trading level. We always see 8 as a profit-taking number. So anyway, let's just move in a little bit further here. I don't know what I've got on the 6. That's the same, so that's pointless. Just have a look at this one here. Okay, so this is just the 4-hour chart, and just looking at it as an A wave here, an A and a B and a C for the B wave here, and this is where we got 2 counts. So we can look at this here as wave 1 or wave A, and wave 2 or wave B, and we'll get some sort of little rally into here and then see a move lower at that point, which can come down for wave C or wave 3, a little bit lower in that case, and then wave 4 and then wave 5. So we're having wave C here. So from wave B down to wave C, we're having 5 waves of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, or we could finish in 3 waves here, in the same as gold is doing at that point. I think I'm just going to cut straight through to the tick chart really, because you can just see a little bit more detail in that regard. It's a little bit cramped. So I just want to, this is for the diehards, but just wanted to go over the count a little bit. I'll just open this up here somewhat as well. I have to, when I'm making videos, I have to make my screen here quite small, so when it shows up on YouTube, it's got better definition. If I used up the whole screen to do my video, then it would look blurry. So it's possible to count this down as 1 here and ABC for 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. That kind of works. This one's definitely in 3 waves, so we could look at this as wave 1 or the A wave and B wave here or wave 2, and then we can look at this here in terms of wave 1 here, wave 2 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for 1 and 2 here for that. And then I'm using all of this as the 3rd wave here, the 4th wave here. We went over this last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for that. So that brings us into the 3rd wave. I think we were looking for the 4th wave here last time, weren't we? Or I had it labeled slightly different. And then looking at this down here as 5 waves coming down. Yeah, a bit tricky, but 1 and 2 here, and then the 3rd wave is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to this point here. So 3rd wave, 4th wave, and 5th wave. Doesn't fit quite right, but still, I was looking for a bounce off the 26. Now, I don't know if we were considering this before, where we had wave 1 up here and wave 2 here, then this would be the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave down here, and we go straight up from that point. But otherwise we go up for a wave 4 here, and that would be from this top down to this low here, and that would be the 38.2% here. Or we could use the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, or the 38.2% retracement level there. So we're kind of expecting a bit of a rally. Will it even make it up to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree or the 38? I'm not quite sure, but we need to put that in first, and we'll need to count the structure up at this point here. So we're just seeing this as a bounce off this level here. We can see on the stochastics as an indicator that it's certainly oversold. But, you know, when markets approach their previous lows, that's when they become oversold, or if they become to their highs up here, then they become overbought. And what those indicators do is they start, if this market went up to this area here, then that indicator in that time zone, it would start flatlining. So what you do, you need to lift it to the next degree higher of structure or time frame. That's where we are, folks. Let's see if we get here an A and a B and a C wave here and collapse down here, and then that would definitely give us 5 waves down. And if we got 5 waves down at that point, then we're going to be looking at further downside at that point. So we'll be looking at wave A, wave 1 here, and then we'll be coming back for wave 2 or wave B up here. So that's what we'll be looking at. So we'll see if we get probably likely wave 4, and then we'll see this test again in here, a bit of a larger pattern that could pull a little bit higher, but can also come back to where these guys are here, and then moving down again from that point. So the Wall Street bet guys are not in this market as confirmed, and thanks for confirming that, guys. I appreciate that. I did look myself, but I couldn't see anything there for them saying that they were involved in it. But it's just good to get clarification. Okay, well, I'll leave it at that. I've waffled on long enough. But yeah, look, the outlook, just recapping everything, looks quite bearish. If the silver market can find support on 2,800 from this low here and move up and find support on the 2.8, well, then we can call it bullish. But otherwise, we need to be practical, and we'll need to work it in line with gold, and we'll need to work the wave count down. I'm a bit dubious about this top here, but I think that I've done my best with it and all of this here. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. In the next video, we'll pick this up to see if it's corrective or not. And we might be able to even look for a short trade in silver once we get the wave 4 here, wave 5 here, then the A, the B, and the C for wave 2 or wave B. Then we can look to short down at that point. Shorting down here at the moment is going to be a nightmare. So don't think you're missing anything. Don't get involved in FOMO. Just take a deep breath. Alrighty, enjoy the weekend. Cheers.